we know that Becky Lynch's contract is coming up. Her last date, I believe, actually, it's the end of this month. So Becky Lynch's contract is coming up at the end of this month. She looks to have just had what looks to be her final match in WWE, at least for now. The two sides have not come to a deal. It doesn't look like they're going to come to a deal before her contract expires. If she does get to that point, Trevor, you would think that by the time that, whatever next week, like June 1st, whenever it is, it rolls around, both WWE and AEW will have made her pretty massive offers.
Yeah, I think everybody who is anybody will make an offer at Becky at this point. If that's what comes to be. Also, it could be a possibility where she wants to spend more time with her family. She might go on a hiatus for a little bit. Um, because that's what Seth Rollins is doing at the moment, and she might want to be home with her and her child. There's a bunch of different things that could be happening, but when that's said and done, the offers are definitely going to come in if they're
It,
not coming in already.
yeah, I mean, AEW can't make an offer until her contract is expired, but
Right.
it's interesting because it's been a while. I mean, not a while. It's only been a few months, really, since we've had a free agent like this who's been available. But like former main eventer of WrestleMania, like same ilk as Mercedes Moné. Like this would be a big like if Becky would sign with AEW, which I still don't give it like a. I was asked right by someone, what percentage I would give it based off of my own like dumbass podcast prediction, right? Um, and what I said was 60% chance she ends up staying with WWE, and then I split it the rest of the 40 between like retiring and AEW. So, and
I think that's fair.
I was at like a 5% chance like 2 weeks ago that she would end up going to AEW. Once that money is on the table and once that offer is on the table and once you get like the pitch, things can change. And obviously Becky is at the end of the day going to be, she's the pilot of her own life. She's going to decide what's best for her. I'm not going to begin to get into her mind as far as like what she personally will choose. Like there's a lot of different things, but one thing's for sure, she's got nothing to prove in
Nah,
WWE. Like
she's done it all.
she could walk away today, first ballot Hall of Famer, arguably one of the best women's wrestlers of all time, and a revolutionary one at that because
I'm
she
going to
was at
say
the top of that
she helped
company in
revolutionize.
2019. She was at the
Absolutely.
top.
Yeah. She helped her, Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, love her or hate her, like Bailey. They were pioneers. They helped revolutionize in WWE. Like without them, I don't think you see a cage match with women. I don't think you see a Hell in a Cell with women. Like you definitely don't see an all woman pay per view. Like this it's because of them that happened. Like you don't see women um headlining WrestleMania. Like you don't see that without these guys. Like Becky Lynch, like you said it better than I can. Like Becky Lynch, first ballot Hall of Famer. Like if anybody doesn't throw the bank at Becky, it's kind of crazy.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see like where that even is at. Like, cause she she doesn't need to make a decision. Like, she could genuinely just like take off for like a while, come back to the table at some point, at any point, and be like, "All right, cool, I'm ready now." Like,
Yeah, I mean, she can literally take a break and like no one will blame her for it.
I guess like I mean I don't know, man. Like, if you're AEW, like you have to offer her at least. Like, you have to at least make that offer,
I
right?
feel like you have no choice. Like if even if she says no, what's the worst she can say? No, whatever. You know what I mean? Like the worst she can say is no. And if you don't throw it throw an offer out there at least, what do you like? What does that make you like? You're smarter than that, and it's also it's TK we're talking about.
and it's crazy. Like, did we ever think we would get to this point with Becky Lynch? Like, I figured maybe Drew, but Becky being a free agent is kind of crazy.
It is. It's something that you never thought you'd see. I mean, I know I never thought I'd see it. Um, I mean, because she's just one, like you said, she's just one of those people that she she helped revolutionize women's wrestling in your company. You would think that she would already have a new contract.
I mean, again, like it's one of those things. Like you don't know what her priorities are. Like there's an like she could very well say like, "Hey, I've done everything there is to do." Like she's made millions of dollars, Trevor. She's made
Yep.
millions of dollars. Her husband has made millions of dollars. Is making millions of dollars. She has this book out. She's done everything. Main evented WrestleMania. Like
It's a New York Times bestseller too.
New York Times best. Well, I could be a New York Times bestseller tomorrow if.
I mean, shh,
Anyway,
trying to give her credit.
don't listen. No, no, no. I no. Obviously, like I'm half joking. I just
But no, I know what you mean though, because you're not wrong. But
marketing brain me just came out. Anyway,
you're not wrong with it. But go ahead.
but yeah, like no accomplishments out like out the door. She's done it all. There, like I mean, there's it's possible there's like a certain part of her that's like, what else can I do? Like what else is out there, kind of. But then, like I think there's probably also a part of her that's out there, like I don't have anything else to prove. I'm just gonna go home and like be like spend time with my loved ones. Like and that's great. That's what Brian's doing.
Are we frozen on your end?
No.
Cool. Because frozen on mine.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Continue, please.
No, I mean that was it.
But no, no, you're absolutely right. Like she like at this point, I honestly believe that she's gonna. It makes more sense for her to take a hiatus. Honestly, take a time off, rest with your family. Like you said, she's making millions of dollars. Her husband just re-signed his contract. Like, take some time off, definitely. Because she definitely deserves it.
Damn right she does. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, okay, if she were to go to AEW, let's just do a little bit of fantasy booking.
Of course, of course.
How big would it be, you think?
It'd be the whoa.
How big would it be?
It'd be one of the biggest signings in wrestling. Besides, and this is not taking nothing away from CM Punk or Brian Danielson or any one of those guys. Like this will be one of the biggest signings in wrestling. She'd be one of the hottest free agents in wrestling. And like, dude, like you book her to the moon. You book her in as much as you can book her in. Like, if you have a talent like Becky Lynch, oh my god! Like the ceiling, it doesn't even exist anymore. The ceiling is beyond what it used to be at that point.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Becky. Either way, hopefully whatever she decides to do, she's happy.
Oh, and that's first and foremost, in my opinion.
Damn right. Well, first and foremost for Job is the second we start talking about WWE, he needs to get a smoke break in.
I understand.